All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, what's happening with this? Good grief. Let's go ahead and fix this like this. There we go. We're still getting the hang of the new equipment, as it were. Oh, shoot. That's going to need to be adjusted a little bit. The B-roll. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe back it up a little bit more so we can. There we go. There we go. All right. And headphones. Yeah. You can tell we were sort of like scrambling to put this together at the last minute there, but we got it. All right. So, hey, everybody, welcome to this special episode of Showcase for the week ending Saturday, April 12th, 2025. Oh, wait, title sequence. What am I doing? Title sequence. Can we tell if there's audio here? I'm trying to go ahead and get this set up here to where we can actually sort of broadcast competently. We have everything set up to where we should be able to broadcast properly here. If I can get this to... Oh, shoot. That's not cooperating. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, hi. My name is Donn, and with me today is...
Isaiah.
And, whoa, careful. And you're watching Showcase for the week ending Saturday, April 12th, 2025, as I was saying. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We have staff is out of the office again this week, but he did send in some more news items for us to discuss in Weird News. Thanks so much for that, staff, if you happen to be watching. And in the meantime, oh, actually, do we have... Oh, shoot. The system is... Oh, shoot. Yep, there it is. Okay, it still is broadcasting sound. Sorry, had to be sure. No screw-ups today beyond what we already did. So obviously the big game that we're going to be streaming this week is Batman Arkham Knight, and this is in memory of Val Kilmer, who passed away a couple Mondays ago. We meant to do this last week, but we had some more Monster Hunter to get through anyway, on top of the fact that we didn't have my Xbox available to do this game, which is why I wanted to do this last week. So we're a little bit overdue with it, but we have it here today. So in the meantime, we have about 4 weird news stories to get through here. So I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire up some weird news items. All right, so let's go ahead and fire this up here with... Oh, shoot, darn it. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, is this it? Yes. And then... this. There we go. Okay, so, all right. So this is the first order of business here. This is from the Economic Times. Cockroach milk more nutritious than cow's milk. Scientists release a shocking study. Can you hit that synopsis? I'll go ahead and finish one thing with Xbox prep, and then we'll go ahead and keep rolling.
Researchers have discovered that cockroach milk, specifically from the Pacific beetle cockroach, is highly nutritious, containing 3 times the calories of buffalo milk. Despite its potential as a sustainable food source, production challenges and its safety for human consumption remain significant hurdles.
Yeah, I cannot imagine.
I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse.
I don't know how in the world this even became a thing, quite frankly.
I am just now starting to accept coconut milk and oat milk. I'm just now accepting those, even though they're not actually milk. I refuse. I don't care how healthy it is for you. I refuse.
Is there a way to... Hang on one second. Let me go ahead. Keep going with the coconut milk thing. Be right back. I have to fix the B-roll. Hang on.
Why? Why can't we just leave things as they are? Why can't we just let things lie? It's not necessary. Y'all have to agree with me. Like, there's no way y'all don't agree with me. Cockroach milk, roach milk.
So, I mean, I guess if you gotta go ahead and you gotta put something on your milk, I guess, on your cereal,
La cucaracha. No.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that. I tried to spin it in a way that was productive and I guess workable, but I don't think that's going to happen here. Quite frankly, I really honestly don't. Let's see. This is a 2016 study published in the Journal of the International Union of Crystallography. That's a thing. Okay. Found that cockroach milk contains 3 times the calories of buffalo milk, which was previously the most calorie-rich mammalian milk. According to The Independent, researchers also noted that the milk is packed with proteins, amino acids, fats, and sugars, making it a complete source of essential nutrients. Subramanian Ramaswamy, who led the research at the Institute for Stem Cell Biology and Regenerative Medicine in Bangalore, India, said, quote, "It is a time-released food. If you need food that is calorifically high, that is time-released, and food that is complete, this is it," end quote. So, I guess that...
You can have it. You can drink your roach milk. I'm good.
Yeah. I'm going to have to agree with Isaiah on that one. I really don't see myself imbibing in that, even in an emergency. I'm just going to have to go without milk, man.
If I catch you drinking roach milk, it's a wrap. We're done.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, what about those of you at home? Would you actually try cockroach milk? Hit us up in the comments section.
Here, a single one of you says yes.
On YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Kick, we should be able to pull up everybody's comments here in our live chat, because we are broadcasting live right now on all 4 of those platforms, and our Linktree page, which is, as always, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thanks so much for tuning in live. But yeah, this is messed up. With apologies to those of you on the West Coast who happen to be eating lunch right about now.
2016. That's when the research was done.
Yep.
This has been around for 9 years.
Yep. It would appear that way.
There's a reason why it's not being sold anymore. There's a reason. It doesn't need to be. No. Why did you show me this, Don? No, this is Staff's fault.
Yeah, this is Staff's
I'm
fault.
Get Staff
actually,
when he comes back. This is how dare he? How dare he put this into my world?
Yeah, I don't have any explanations for that, man. This is a little bit messed up, to say the absolute least.
This is handsworthy.
Handsworthy.
Yes.
Hang on one second. Let me fix the perspective on the camera. There it is. So we're looking in the same direction. We need a back-end producer. Anybody's local to the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. Anyway, all right. Let's move on. Next item on the weird news docket. Here we go. Rat earns world record for sniffing landmines in Cambodia. Okay, so apparently this is also a thing. A landmine hunting rat in Cambodia has set a new world record by sniffing out more than 100 mines and pieces of unexploded ordnance, a charity said Friday. Ronin, a giant African pouched rat, has tracked down 109 landmines and 15 other potentially deadly war remnants since his deployment to northern Prévert province. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. In August of 2021, the Belgian charity APOPO, APOPO? I don't know if that's an acronym. It's all in all caps. I don't know. Said in a statement, 5-year-old Ronin has been named the most successful mine detection rat, or MDR, in the organization's history. That sentence begs the question, how many are there?
Yeah,
How many do they have? Is this a thing? Mine detecting rats? I mean, I guess.
Like, if it works, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
But whose idea? How?
Apparently APOPO.
Yeah. Who? But the first one.
Or maybe.
Who thought? You know what we should do instead of using metal detectors or other methods to finding out who said rats. Who watched Ratatouille? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, we have a lot of landmines that need to be done away with. Like there's risk to civilians, children, stuff like that. We need to go ahead and deal with this problem. What can we possibly do to eliminate those landmines and protect our people? Rats.
Or detonate them.
Well, you have to find them first. I mean, the point is to detect the mines first for them to be disposed of properly.
They were going and detecting them. Like, they know they're in certain areas, so it's like, throw a grenade out. It'll set off the other ones.
That's like hitting an ant with an elephant gun. It's like...
Yeah, exactly. It'll get rid of all of them. It'll probably be cheaper than all the research that went into making Ronin as successful as he is.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. That kind of feels like an overreach right there, quite frankly.
I'm just Super Saiyan.
Oh, you're Super
I'm
Saiyan.
just Super Saiyan.
I don't see your hair turning gold upon that realization there.
Not every Super Saiyan's hair is gold. We've got red, we've got black, we've got pink.
Okay,
we've got
so you're Isaiah
blue.
Black?
No.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Yeah, you. Wow, I was faster than you on your own reference there. I saw that. Careful.
We've also got, what was the red? I said red, but a different red. We've got two variations of red now. God and four.
Okay, moving on. One last thing. Ronin beat the previous record held by hero rodent Magawa, who found 71 landmines and 38 unexploded ordnances. I guess that's what that stands for, UXOs, during his 5-year service before retirement in 2021. Magawa, who was awarded a gold medal for heroism for clearing mines from about 225,000 square meters of land, the equivalent of 42 football pitches, died in 2022. Ronin may have 2 years or more of detection work ahead of him. And then, what does the retirement package look like? Here's a really big piece of cheese.
Why are we giving medals to rodents?
That's actually a more valid question, come to think of it.
Why? How big was said medal? Because if it's the same medal we give to armed officers, then it's the size of him.
I think the rodents would be just as happy with cheese and a commitment to keep the cats away from them indefinitely.
I think that's stereotypical, that you assume that all rodents are scared of cats and that cats can't get along with rodents, and that all rodents like cheese. I think that was a little rodent.
Oh, really?
That was a little rodentism.
Oh, really? So you're gonna play the woke card on me right now with that statement, knowing full well where I was going with that.
Again, I'm just Super Saiyan.
Oh my God. It's going to be like this all day. All right, next item. Giant rodents cuddle with visitors at the Capybara Cafe in Florida.
Okay, so capybaras are adorable, but what is up with staff and pests today?
I don't know. He's not here to defend himself on that front, unfortunately. But
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4 have been about pests. I'm just saying.
Super Saiyan.
No, not this time. I'm just saying this time.
Oh. Well, yeah, I don't have the answer for him. I am noticing a pattern, though, that being said, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to...
we can continue it.
Yeah, we'll have to call him into the principal's office on that one, I suppose.
Send it to Dean's.
This is in St. Augustine, Florida. Animal lovers now have a place to hang out with the animals of the moment, big furry rodents. Why are they, though? In the back of a real estate office building in what is known as America's oldest city, capybaras are crawling into visitors' laps, munching on corn on the cob, and hunting for scratches from humans at the Capybara Cafe in St. Augustine, Florida. Stephanie Angel, who opened the Capybara Cafe late last year, said, quote, "You give them lots of scratches and love. A lot of times they'll climb on your lap because they're very used to people, and if you're really good at giving scratches, they'll actually fall over. So that's always our goal, to get them so comfortable that they fall over," end quote. Are we talking about capybaras or cats? Because that sounds like some,
Capybaras.
Well, I mean, okay, obviously, but for the purpose of making the joke, I'm saying, that's very cat-like behavior. I don't know. How much do you know about capybaras? I don't really know that much.
Not much.
No? Okay. Well, apparently they look like this in extreme close-ups,
Yes.
I guess. So we'll go ahead and start there with that.
I know that their bums are rotund. I know that they're known for that. They're very, very big butts. They're from
and you cannot lie.
They like their shape. They're like oblong, like a pear shape. Like their head is the top of the pear, and then their butts are the back.
How much time do you spend thinking about the butts of capybaras?
Not at all. None at all, really.
Because that was a very specific description.
It just popped into my head. It literally I'm very good at describing, D&D brain and all. But
from where?
You have to be able to describe things.
Okay. Well, okay, because that was all right.
That was off the dome.
Okay, we're gonna have to keep an eye on you.
What?
Anyway. Okay, here we go. So that's okay. Massage, spa day for capybaras.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, pretty much. Since opening its doors in October in downtown St. Augustine near the Flagler College campus, hundreds of animal lovers have visited the site to give the capybaras head scratches. Reservations are booked several months in advance by patrons.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
Wait a minute. So there's a line forming
Yep.
to scratch capybaras.
To scratch a rat. A big rat.
Wow. I mean, showing affection to animals is we're all in favor of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not paying and waiting.
Yeah, that seems a bit much. That does seem a bit much. I don't know.
Just get your own at that point.
I don't have very much of an answer about that one. What about those of you guys watching at home? You guys, Would you like reserve at all, let alone months in advance, to go like pet one of these things? Like hit us up in the live chat and we'll see about that. I don't know. Yeah, like I think we broke Isaiah just now. Good job, staff, if you're watching this. It looks like we. Yeah, that seems to have
He's
been a bit
three
much.
for three right now. He's 3 for 3.
Okay, well, let's take a look at this fourth one. Here we are. Washington. This is a YouTube video. We can't play it. Washington State man arrested for allegedly stealing ex-girlfriend's pet chicken.
What?
Yeah, we got more stuff with animals and people doing crazy stuff with animals. Okay. Bizarre body cam footage from a sheriff's office in Washington State shows officers arresting a man who allegedly stole his ex-girlfriend's pet chicken. The weird incident reportedly occurred on March 29 when cops in the community of Port Orchard received a call about the curious case. According to the woman who phoned the police, her unnamed former bodyguard burst into her home and shouted, "I've got Polly," her pet chicken, before fleeing the scene with the beloved bird in tow. Cops eventually found the man hiding in a forested area with the pilfered animal still in his possession, leading to a rather tense standoff between the suspect and police. What you gonna do when they come for you?
I read forward a little bit. It doesn't even look like he was like.
Okay, well, let's catch the audience up. The distraught man exclaimed as an officer approached him with his firearm drawn, "Don't hurt my chicken." After assuring him that no harm would come to the bird, cops managed to coax the now weeping suspect out of the woods toward their waiting cruiser, where Polly was placed for safekeeping. Once the bird was secured, the man was arrested and charged with burglary and violating a protection order. Oddly enough, it was later learned that the suspect had actually run afoul of the law earlier in the day. I see what you did there. Foul. Oh, wait, is that more for ducks than chickens? I'm trying to remember.
It's both.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm just remembering it also applies to ducks. But anyway, all right. Earlier in the day for a different incident, and he had only been released from police custody a few hours before the chicken caper that landed him behind bars yet again. Yeah, that's a bit much.
The only reason I never steal someone's chicken is if I plan on cooking it.
Say into the mic a little bit better.
The only reason I would steal someone's chicken
Mhm.
is if I was planning on cooking it.
Okay.
I
Hopefully, Polly
Why?
and Polly's owner aren't listening to that comment because that was very insensitive after such a traumatic experience. How dare you? You carnivore, you.
I had chicken today. For
Wow.
lunch.
Wow.
I had chicken last night.
Actually, yeah, I had chicken today too on the way to the
fried
studio.
chicken last night.
Crud.
I had
Well-
a bacon chicken ranch at lunch today. Like, I'm sorry, I can't see farm animals as pets. Like, for those of you who can, good
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm.
You love that animal with all that you have. Like I would love a typical house pet.
Mhm.
But I look at a chicken, I see food, or renewable food through eggs. So
Fair enough. Oh yeah, and the price of eggs is kind of going nuts right now
Mhm.
anyway. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
actually a semi-valid point. I gotta say, at least for now, while things are kind of interesting,
Yeah.
economically. But so would you actually? So you're saying you would actually keep a chicken for those purposes? For
yeah, to either later eat it
Mhm.
or for eggs.
Okay,
Like,
tell me
so-
this: would you name it?
No.
If you're keeping it for eggs and not to actually eat that chicken,
Maybe.
what kind of name would you give that chicken?
I like Polly. Polly was a good one.
That's taken though.
There can be more than one Polly. There's more than one Isaiah. There's more than one Donn.
Oh no, I'm an original recipe. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's factually incorrect.
Really? How many Dons with 2 N's in his name do you know of?
I don't know, but you know how many people there have been before your existence?
Well, they hate me because they ain't me. So, no, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't know, whatever.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, sure, blame me for that, whatever. Anyway, all right, let's move on. That's all of our weird news items for today. Let me go ahead and reset the thing here. How do I... dagnabbit. Give me this back. There we go. All right. Okay, so that was weird news headlines for this week. If you have any weird news headlines to suggest that we review for the next week, go ahead and visit our LinkedIn page or Linktree page. Our LinkedIn page. We need a LinkedIn page, don't we?
I'm still stuck on roach milk.
Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We kind of broke Isaiah here, I guess it would seem. But hey, if you have weird news topics to suggest to us, hit us up in the link tree down at the bottom of the screen, the contact form there. We're happy to accept contributions for topics to discuss. We might even give you credit on air if you do. So that's pretty much it for that topic for right now. In the meantime, we have some Batman Arkham Knight to get to. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to why we're here. Here comes Controller Freaks.
Yep.
Alrighty. So now I can go ahead and do this and this. Whoop, nope. There we go. Alrighty. So now we have, actually, let's go ahead and get a little bit more volume in here. Come think of it. Come on. Close enough. Yeah, once the music actually starts, we'll actually get it rolling properly. All right. So we have a lot of stuff happening here. We have this is a play file that I've got in here that is at 99% story completion. We are not here to actually we're doing this on Xbox One, by the way. And we're not doing the story because there's a whole heck of a lot of stuff in there to go through. We don't have time for that right now. But we are. What is that? What are you doing?
Nothing. I don't have popcorn hitting with my Batman signal.
Well, people can't see it. What are you talking about?
Yes, they can. It's on that. It's on A-roll.
Well, that's A-roll.
Yeah, it's on A-roll.
But you
It's
okay? Well, the thing is in the way. This joke is completely ruined by now. Because you were trying to be slick and you thought that I had enough like field of vision in the camera that's off camera here.
This isn't happening.
Okay, so our social media clips, our TikTok clips after this are going to reflect this a little bit better, but not much better if you have it too far off camera to be able to. There it is. There's the bat signal. Okay,
It's not happening. This isn't happening.
Right. Anyway, there you go. All right. We need to get better cameras. It's okay. We're working on it. Anyway, so as I was saying, we have a lot of different things here to be able to use. We're going for Arkham challenges. Might be a good thing to go with here. Let me see if I can get the costumes to the one that I want to use here. Here we are. So the 1989 movie skin seems to be close enough to what we want to use today, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. It's as close as realistically we can get to what Val Kilmer was using in the 95 movie. So we're going to go ahead and use that and try some Arkham challenges. Let's see what we can do about that. How about... Oh, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, do that one.
Which one?
The one top lightning.
Oh, no. We got to use Batman ones.
Oh, yeah, that's who you play as. Can you not change it? It looks like you can change it on some of them.
Hang on, wait a minute. Oh, combat, here it is. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, we have to do one of these. Which one?
Iceberg Lounge.
Okay. Alrighty. So, once again, we're doing Batman Arkham Knight right now, live on Weekend Showcase, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. Do me a favor, can you stop the A-roll? Please, we gotta shut that down and give it time to cool down, and then we'll go ahead and start again at the end. Meanwhile, oops, there we go. Yeah. All right. It's been a very long time since I last did this game, so this is going to take me a minute to...
You got the spider sense or something?
Sort of. Oh, shoot. I got to get the hang of this again, because this has been a very long time. I'm trying to remember what the... Oh, sorry, why is the counter? I forgot. Hang on. There it is.
There you go.
And this guy's got to be jumped over. Yep. Yeah, turn it on. There we go. It's coming back now. It's coming back. All right. There we go. Yeah. Hang on. I want to get him close to this guy, so... Ah, shoot. There it is. I wanted to use that as...
doesn't kill.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I played this game, to be brutally honest. It's been years.
I can remember the last time I played.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Ah. That's unfortunate. No, it's on basically everything by now. Steam, PlayStation. There's a port of this for Switch as well.
Really?
Yeah, came out a couple of years ago, I think, when there was when Rocksteady put out a special skin pack that included the Batman skin for the Robert Pattinson movie. You can actually play as his version of this. I am terrible at this right now. Apologies, everybody. I didn't have a chance to really practice this before we came into the studio today. Ah, shoot. There we go. There we go. I don't know why it looks like everything is kind of running slowly right now. It's very strange. Here we are. That's what I was trying to find. How do you, like, disarm people?
You need help.
Yeah.
This non-existent popcorn is so good.
Yeah.
Did you want some?
Ah, shoot. Ah, whatever.
Look away.
Come on, come on, come on. Give me this stupid. Really? That's all I got for that. 100 bonus points. All right, whatever. That's not going to be that much. Nope, that's pitiful. First time playing this game in, like, I don't even remember. Probably 3 years.
Yeah.
And those are the benchmarks to have to aim for. 50,000 points here. Okay. I'll give it a shot one more time.
You got it.
Mm.
Because you're Batman.
All right. Bingo. There we go. That works. Ah, that was a hit. That was a hit. I keep missing opportunities to be able to hit the triple disarm combination where 3 people at once have those little like blue lightning marks above their head.
Yeah.
Blue means you can disarm them. Blue means you can sort of like counter.
Yeah.
Yellow means that you can disarm them, and then red is undisarmable, basically undisarmable, unblockable, and they're getting ready to attack with something that you can't disarm. So, yep, like that, for example. The yellow guys usually have like some sort of knives. Let me see here. Hang on. I gotta get the crowd closer to this. There we go. Ouch. And there we go. There we go. I keep hitting the guy with the stun gun when I really shouldn't be. There we are.
Disarm him?
Yeah, that's it. And now that breaks. There we go. And I missed the combo. I keep missing opportunities to do that right. What I'm trying to do is show like disarming the electrical stuff and the knives. The knives that are the ones that require you have to wait for somebody to try to come at you with yellow lightning above their head. Which, no, that's not gonna work. There's another way to disarm those shield guys, the guys with like the van door as body shields.
Is he jumping him to get? He's shocking him to wake him up.
Yeah, that can happen. If they have, if the enemies have like electrical weapons, they can use that to actually. Whoa, hang on, that was close. I didn't think that would work. They can use that to actually sort of like stun them awake. Hang on one second. This guy. Nope. Threw it off. There we go. That's how you get rid of the guy with the shield. With the shield. Yep.
Jeez.
There you go.
So whose goons are these?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember it. It's been way too long, unfortunately. But oh, here it is. Ah, shoot. That's what I was looking for. But oh well.
You'll get it again. You're about to die though.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Hey, you did
But-
better this time.
Yeah, better than last time by a little bit. The idea is to get to like 50k, but whatever. It is what it is. You want to grab a napkin and take a shot?
Sure.
All right. I'll give it one more time while you get that set up here. But yeah.
Do you want me to start your roll again?
No. That's not gonna. Oh, turn it off. By the way, turn it off. It's still warming up. We gotta give that a little bit more time. All right. Oof. There it is. There's the triple. Right there. And this bat breaks in half. Thank you. I'm telling you, there's nothing more satisfying with regard to the combat sections in this game than being able to disarm somebody. There's nothing more satisfying than that, as far as the combat missions are concerned. Yeah.
All right. So what button does what?
So X is the strike. That's just whether it's punch or kick, it doesn't matter. Like you use the same button for that. Y is counter. That's for when you're dealing with like the lightning bolts above people's heads, that sort of thing. B is for this thing where you sort of like use your cape to sort of like stun people.
Yeah, disoriented.
And then A is just jumping over people.
How do you do stuff like that?
You have to sort of like. So, fun fact, there aren't really enough buttons on the controller to be able to efficiently do all of the combat options that are available to you in this game. So you have to sometimes you have to sort of read the combat situation and be able to hit more than one button at the same time. So for example, in order to disarm, hold on. Shoot, I did it wrong. Darn it. Well, anyway, the disarm functionality is Y X at the same time, or like triangle square, I believe it is in PlayStation terms.
Okay.
And then, hang on a second. Was that bad language? Oh, he said a bad language word, I'm telling. It's really hard because you have to sort of orient yourself in the direction you're about to go in. And the game's going to sort of like judge that, use the direction that you're pointing the movement stick to judge in which direction that like you're going to go, and therefore by extension, what attacks from the AI controlled enemies that you're leaving yourself vulnerable to in the process.
Got it.
Oh, brother. Yeah. Some of these really, really big guys, you have to use stun with B, and then hold on. Sorry. Let me get this guy out of here. Okay, so this thing. B, and then like repeatedly hitting X. This thing is X and A at the same time.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah, whatever. And the disarm thing is Y and B at the same time, or like triangle circle in PlayStation terms. So you'll sort of like get the hang of it. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So the goal is to get as close to 50k as possible here.
Okay.
This is now Isaiah about to take over here. We're gonna see how well this plays. Once again, you're watching Weekend Showcase right now, live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And all right, here we go. This is now Isaiah playing the game now. And remember, we're doing the Xbox One version of this game, and Isaiah is a notorious PlayStation person, in case you're new to these parts. So this will be a very interesting sort of bit of doubly getting used to the control scheme of this game, which, if I remember right, you haven't actually played this game before, Arkham Knight?
Correct.
Yeah, you've never played this game before. This glorious, glorious Batman simulator that's been out for 10 years. You're just now playing this game and having to learn the Xbox control scheme in relation to this game for the first time at the same time. So that's always interesting. Yeah, you're really going to want to be mindful about that multiplier in the upper left corner underneath your health bar. That's sort of how you're sort of keeping track of your momentum with the free flow combat mechanics here.
Okay.
And the better score multipliers obviously come through at the maximum, at the higher tiers that you get with the times multipliers, the score multipliers. I'm trying to remember what my all-time record is. I know I got into the 3 figures one time. I don't remember when it was or how high I got, but I know I got above 100 in combo. It was just like, it wasn't on this stage, but it was like, oh my god, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Like looking at that score and seeing 3 figures there, it's like,
Oh, you can't do it to that one. Okay.
yeah. Come on. There we go. You have to hit the Y button twice. When you have like more than one set of lightning above somebody's head at the same time, you have to like tap it that many times, the Y button, triangle, that many times to sort of like deal with all of them at the same time. You have to be careful with those reds. The reds
where'd you come from?
the red guys are unblockable and unblockable and unhittable.
Okay.
And like you can't hit any of the electric shock stun gun guys. You can only disarm them with triangle circle at the same time. Yeah, you got to try that again. I know there's a lot going on. That's a little bit lower than I got the first time, but not
strike?
much more. Yes, square. I'm going to use PlayStation terms for you. Square is strike.
Okay.
Triangle is counter.
Okay.
Okay. B is distract,
Circle is
stun.
distract. Okay.
Circles distract, and then X is just jump or somersault. You know, somersault over somebody or out of the way.
Okay. I have my buttons messed up. Okay.
that's my break notifications. I thought I turned all the notifications off, but whatever, it's fine.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
And this is to counter.
Yeah, that's you have your
This
finger on
is
the
to-
X or X/square is strike, like punch or kick. It doesn't matter. It'll figure it out for you. Y/triangle is counter. B/circle is stun. So it's strike, counter, stun. Strike, counter, stun. And when you have situations like that where somebody has a blue outline next to a blue outlined environmental object, you have to hit a square and A or square and cross, X and A at the same time with your thumb to And you see how the times 10 like it fades away. You have to like keep it flowing. That's your indicator that you have to sort of keep going as best as you can. Almost halfway to where you left off last time. If you keep it going. Careful, the red ones. Okay.
I tried to dodge.
Yeah.
So how do you dodge them?
Dodge like in either direction, away out of the path, or like towards them. Dodge towards them to make Batman sort of like somersault over them. And remember, you can like counter more than one person at the same time if you hit triangle more than once when you have the blue lightning guys surrounding you. There you go. That was a good dodge for the red one right there. He was like about to charge in. Watch that. Yes. Nicely done. Okay. Uh-oh. Why? That one, so the knife guys, they'll hit you 3 times. You have to do Y for every one of those attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's right before he swipes, you have to sort of like hold X for each one of those.
Okay.
He only does that 3 times. All right. 71. You're improving. Do one more.
Okay.
When it recycles. I want you to take one more crack at this, and then we're going to cycle to a new map.
Okay.
So we're still doing Batman Arkham Knight live right here on Weekend Showcase on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. We're using the Michael Keaton 1989 costume for this in honor of Val Kilmer, because the Michael Keaton suit is as close as we can get to the one that Val wore in Batman Forever back in 1995. And Mr. Kilmer passed away a couple Mondays ago now, so this is sort of our attempt to make reference to that and pay homage to that.
Dang it. Every time.
To Val Kilmer. So anyway, there you go. It's so easy to sort of get lost in sort of like the watching the free flowing combat happening here. It's really easy to sort of lose track of like the thoughts when you're trying to have like an ongoing running commentary.
Get off me.
You don't need a combat multiplier, by the way, to do the environmental destruction thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that may be useful in terms of like starting the momentum. There you go. Hit X, 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 X. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, that one hurt. Why? You almost did it. That worked on the first time. That worked on the first one, but it hit on the second. Yeah, you got to disarm the guys with the knives and the electric stun guns, especially. That's your best bet with the way that this crowd is configured. The door shield guys, B and then A to dispatch with them.
What? Oh.
Ouch. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this is all over the place. Oh, here we go. Careful. Okay. That was very lucky. You managed to get clear of that knife guy just in time. Now, see, be careful, because if you have everybody, you're sort of like herding them into a tight circle for a minute there. You got to be like, yeah. You got to sort of like let them spread out a little bit, so you have like the environmental destruction options in case things get really out of control. So yeah.
There you go.
Let's try another map. Come on. Return to menu. Okay. So that was Iceberg Lounge. Let's try another one. Oh, do you want to do one of the ones with Batman and Robin together? You can actually do more than one.
Yeah.
But it's still with one controller. So the way that this one works is when you have two characters teaming up on one same combat map, there's a certain type of finisher execution that you can do that as part of the execution, the other character participates in it, and then it's like a baton pass. Right.
Oh.
So check it out.
So are we passing the controller?
We can. That's a clever way to do it. All right, I'm Batman, you're Robin.
Oh.
I
walked into that one.
You did, but moving on. All right. This is the default skin. In this game, Tim Drake is Robin. All right. I missed that one. It's not what I was aiming at. Whatever. All right. Come on. Jump over that guy. There we go. And then disarm this. Thank you. All right. Disarm that. Okay.
I did do the finisher.
That's a left bumper, right bumper, and then you sort of keep going. Hey, nice. We kept it going. We kept the combat going. So what we're doing here is I just passed the controller over to Isaiah for Robin, and it's left bumper, right bumper, L1, R1 at the same time. When the Batman symbol is blinking like that, back over here, back over here, back over here.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Finish it?
And when it gets like that, yeah, that finished it.
Well, that was quick. How are you supposed to get that high of a score?
Multiple rounds.
Oh.
And then Batman starts round 2. Here we go. Okay.
What does that do?
Back off. Daddy's working. Back off. this. Here. Keep going. Remember, this is Isaiah playing as Robin, and then when he does the team strike again and passes back to me, I play as Batman, so we're alternating back and forth. It's charged up again whenever you're ready to launch it. Left bumper, right bumper at the same time to initiate it. All right. This is me as Batman again. Oh, well, that was weird. I don't know what that was. Okay, whatever. I don't know what happened there. That was very strange. Whatever. It was down to the last guy. It looked like I accidentally triggered a team strike, but I was trying to use. You can use your bat gadgets as part of like combat. I'm trying to remember which button it was. I think it's left trigger and not left shoulder button.
Okay.
Plus the face buttons X, Y, B, A to do different things.
Can I start?
I guess so. Yeah. You gotta charge that up again. Yeah, you have to like time it. Why, just before each strike lands with the knives and swords. When you're ready, pass the baton. Okay. Yeah, left trigger repeatedly throws out batarangs. Come on. There we go. I gotta charge up a combo thing here. There we go, just like that. The really, really big guys have 4, I forgot. Whatever. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Whatever, it's fine. Come on. There we go. Whatever. Bingo. That's when you like successfully dodge all 4 of the knife strikes from the big guys. For those little guys with knives and swords, it only takes 3.
Nice.
And disarm that, and then here we go.
That's mad disrespectful.
Baton pass to Robin, so this is Isaiah now. I have the controller again.
What?
I wasn't paying attention to your health at all there. That was crazy.
I think we got combined health because your health was that low too.
Hit A. We're gonna try it one more time, and then we're coming to the top of the hour.
Oh, I guess I'm Batman?
Oh, okay, fine. We'll reverse it. Okay, so I guess now for this round we have it kind of inverted. So we have Isaiah playing as Batman, and then when he initiates the combat swap, I guess I get to take the controller for Robin, because we only have one controller for this mode when you're doing an Arkham Knight combat session as both characters, as 2 characters at the same time, because it's only a 1-player game. So, okay. And this is me now doing this. So we're gonna see what we can do here. That was a delayed reaction for the impact, but whatever, it's fine. Oof. I don't know what that was. Wait a minute.
You just switch?
Oh, left shoulder button. Left shoulder button manually does a switch. Okay. Like I said, it's been years. Okay, well, screw it.
Oh.
We may have to do this game more than once, I think, maybe. Like, yeah, but anyway.
How do you take it?
BA, like stun with B or circle. Stun with circle and then cross.
No, I don't need it. I just picked up a weapon.
That works too. And then that's the end of this round. I'm trying to remember. I think there are 3 rounds, and then it like scales up in difficulty. Again, Isaiah is playing as Batman, and then when we switch, I take the controller for Robin. Oh. Easy, easy, easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you gotta stun with those really big guys. It's stun and then X repeatedly. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So hang on. X and then there we go. Y to deal with that guy and then keep going. And then there we go. Hang on. There it is. Come on. That didn't work. Oh well, whatever. All right. And up, down. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Fine. I'm trying to get rid of all the weapons that they have. Unless, of course, I'm remembering the functionality of Robin incorrectly and only Batman can actually disarm people. Okay. Well, screw it. And then you're Batman again. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, you gotta, there you go.
what?
Try the AA. BAA. No. Hold left trigger Y.
Hold
To-
left trigger Y.
Yeah, that would grab the thing away from him, I think. No, it doesn't. Shoot. Really? He couldn't just snatch it out of him? Whatever.
Be the one who's on the ground.
That was weird. I don't know what that was. That was uncomfortable. Okay, so that's round 2. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Disarm, disarm, disarm as much as you can. YX, YX, YX. There you go.
Oh, wrong button.
L1, R1 to trade.
Yep.
Okay.
Took out the big guy with it.
Yep, that works.
Do you have like? Oh no, we have those.
There we go.
They're picking another guy.
And this guy. Okay. Well, there was a score that was beaten there.
Yeah.
20K. That's okay. It's far from 50, but 2 stars. That worked. That worked. Okay, cool. So I guess that's basically that.
Is it only 3 rounds?
Yeah, it's only 3 rounds, and then it sort of like totals everything up at the end. So
Okay.
yeah.
No, it's not.
I could have sworn it was 3. Oh shoot. Okay.
It's you.
Okay. Fair enough. Come on. I'm trying to remember what's at the end of this final round.
Sure, it's not just like until.
I'll be honest. At this point, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't just go and go and go forever. Get ready to take the controller.
Okay.
Crud. Come on. All right.
I didn't press it fast enough.
Oh yeah. I feel like we need to swap this back between like who's Batman and who's Robin, because like we need to do more control over like disarming people, and apparently only Batman can disarm. Keep going.
I'm gonna die.
Left bumper when you get clear.
Yeah, I got shot.
All right. Last round.
But we did make it further.
Yeah, we did.
We have no time for another round?
We have 3 minutes left before the top of the hour. You know what? We'll come back to this next week.
Yeah.
We'll come back and do more next week. But yeah, so that was Batman Arkham Knight. This was interesting. So now that you've actually gotten some time with this game, Isaiah, what are your thoughts on this game?
I feel like if I actually had the chance to like play through the game, get used to the way like the combat flows more in depth,
Mm-hmm.
I would really enjoy it.
You think it had anything to do with having to use an Xbox control scheme because of how used to PlayStation you are? No.
No, I don't actually look at my buttons when I play, so it's like the placement is what matters, just what buttons where.
But it's very different placement. Like the joystick, the left stick is all the way up here now. It's like, isn't that a little bit disorienting?
No, I've always been pretty flexible when it comes to controllers, so
Okay.
like, I can play on almost any because I grew up on Nintendo controllers, and those controllers were never consistent. So you went from the 64 controller to the GameCube controller to the DS to the Wii remote to
I think they pronounced it Wiimote.
Either way, the controllers were never consistent. So I just grew up not playing on the same controls. And then my family had like the PS2, so I play on that controller. It's just
Okay.
whatever I had to use.
Fair enough. Okay, well, we have like a couple minutes left here. Do you have a dad joke of the day ready to roll? All right. So let's go ahead and swap this back over to the other camera perspective that uses just us together. There we go. And let's go ahead and saddle up for dad joke of the day. Here we go. All right, so as we wrap up, it's time for dad joke of the day. Isaiah, what do you got?
One or two. Pick one or two.
You have two?
Yeah, I have two, so pick one or two.
I wish we had like live live audience feedback, like in like real time. I mean, we do have that, but it's like we need to get more like live audience engagement to be able to do that, because I want to throw that to the audience to be able to choose. But it's okay. I guess two.
Okay.
Let's say two for now, I guess.
So I went to a smoke shop only to discover it had been replaced by an apparel store.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
I went to a smoke shop only to discover it had been replaced by an apparel store.
Smoke shop replaced by an apparel store. Okay.
Clothes, but no cigar.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a thinker. That's what we call fun with homonyms, kids.
Yeah,
That's wordplay. Okay. So what's number one?
Why is it a bad idea to eat a clock?
This feels like a thinker, which means the punchline is really dumb. That usually means the punchline is really dumb if it makes you have to turn on brain power. I guess. What are you doing there? I guess it would have to be. Why is it a bad idea to get a clock?
You're gonna be so mad at yourself when you hear it. If you don't get it, you're gonna be so mad at yourself.
I can't. All right, why is that a bad idea to get a clock?
Because it's so time consuming. So time consuming.
Oh wait, this is my bad shoulder. Hang on.
I'm just saying, like, if you eat a clock, it's gonna take a while.
My shoulder. That one hurt my shoulder, man.
Consume that time.
Yeah, that would definitely. This emphasized reaction, physical reaction, is consuming more time than that clock would have consumed in terms of consumption of time.
No, because you're consuming time.
Well, yeah, but Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Weekend Showcase. We have to also give a special thanks to our good friends at SKST Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Isaiah?
If you or a friend are into content creation and would like to grow your brand, they'll be more than welcome to help you out at skstradio.com. Go ahead and check them out, and they'll, again, help you grow your brand and get practicing.
That's right. That's skstradio.com, or the link is in the description down below if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. In the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in to another live episode of Weekend Showcase. Be sure to come back and join us right here, same bad time, same bad channel. Saturdays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, and hit us up on our link tree, the contact form there. If you have suggestions for weird news topics we should cover, or games we should stream, or if you can suggest a dad joke, feel free, and we'll be happy to incorporate that in the show next time. We have somebody in the live chat. What's this? Hi, Brain Spaz. It's been a while. Grown, but funny. Yeah, Brain Spaz is an OG. Like, Brain Spaz was with us in the pandemic episodes, actually, a while back. Good to see you again. Been a while. Glad to see you still with us. In spite of the increasingly grown-worthy dad jokes.
Don't be mad at me for finding good dad jokes.
I mean,
right?
At least they're funny. At least they're funny.
That's the task I was given.
That is true.
Execute it with absolute precision.
Yes. Flawless victory. Actually, I like how that turned out. Let me do it again. Flawless victory.
No, it's not the same as the first time.
No?
No.
Darn it. All right. That was fast. Goodness
It's a heat of
days.
the moment type thing.
Oh, man. Oh, well. Anyway, all right. So, everybody have a good rest of the weekend. My name is Donn. With me today again was
Isaiah?
and staff will be joining us again soon, hopefully next week.
Yep.
In the meantime, yeah, everybody